Mission start.
Hello, welcome to Mission Start, Episode 3, where we talk about anime and video game news along with other stuff. I'm your host, Anthony Bianis.
I'm Chris.
I'm the guest, Nathan. Hi.
That's right. Our special guest is back this week, and our other podcast people are MIA, at least for this week again, so it'll be just us three, and so we're gonna start off as we usually do, what you've been playing or watching. Does anybody want to go first, or should I go first?
You go ahead.
Alright. Well, let's see. What I've been watching, I'm still watching Soul Eater. I'm on episode 22.
Mission start.
Hello, welcome to Mission Start, Episode 3, where we talk about anime and video game news along with other stuff. I'm your host, Anthony Bianis.
I'm Chris.
I'm the guest, Nathan. Hi.
That's right. Our special guest is back this week, and our other podcast people are MIA, at least for this week again, so it'll be just us three, and so we're gonna start off as we usually do, what you've been playing or watching. Does anybody want to go first, or should I go first?
You go ahead.
Alright. Well, let's see. What I've been watching, I'm still watching Soul Eater. I'm on episode 22. I've been blazing through that pretty quickly, actually, and I'm still loving it. So, I've just been watching that mainly. I would watch the other animes I have, but I've been kind of busy, kind of lazy at the same time. So, game-wise, I've been playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which we recently just got, and all those years of playing that game, I still remember all those moves that I've used for my team. The muscle memory just kicks in as I put my hands on the controller. So, I've been doing that, and I'm watching the Hottie Season 2. So, more on that later on. But,
A lot more.
yeah. So that's kind of what I've been up to. Nothing really much going on as far as gaming and anime wise. Kind of a simple, lazy week for me. So who wants to go next?
What I've been playing this week is, as Anthony said, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Actually, I'm currently playing that right now. It's been fun. I wasn't really into it a few years ago, but I just started picking it up again, so I'm working my way up. And then I'm also playing Explosion Man. Pretty fun. It reminds me a lot of Crash Bandicoot, except a little weirder, and it gets very hard along the way. So.
Right. I mean, in Explosion Man, I noticed that in the animations for that game are really funny. Just him kind of standing there, he can just do some funny ass shit.
Well, it's not like hilarious. It's just kind of like that's kind of funny kind of thing.
Yeah, I know. There are times where he's running down the hallway and
Yeah, I know. I know,
Yeah.
but you're just saying this is super hilarious. I mean, it's mildly amusing, I guess.
yeah. I mean, yeah, Explosion Man's pretty cool. Although, if you were to describe it, how would you if somebody was new to this game, how would you tell them what it is?
It's basically Crash Bandicoot without Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, so and the Crash Bandicoot explodes instead of spins.
Yeah.
So, any anime have you been watching?
Nope. It's been strictly games this week.
Ah, okay. All right, that's cool. Nate, your turn.
Well, I finished that anime season of Asura Cryon I talked about last time.
God
And
damn it.
I watched the movie that just came out called Kara no Kyokai. It's about a girl named Ryogi Shiki who has like this power with her eyes that can see death.
Oh, so some like oh, I don't want to say, but Total Destination sort of.
Yeah, she kind of has that
Yeah,
power. They call like it has like it's like a godlike power. She has like some sort of like she also has a like kind of like a Darth Vader death grip if she uses it with her eyes correctly.
Nice.
She do it on Ghost too.
Also, I think
Yeah.
to correct you, it's Final Destination, not Total Destination.
All right, Final Destination. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, so it was the 6th movie. So and the 7th and final one will be coming out later. I don't know if it's this year or next year. So yeah, I can't wait for that one. As for games, Lunia Online, kind of like the same as Ghost X I talked about last time, only it's more anime based. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Is the art style like are they more cel shaded? Are they more simple than the last MMO you were playing?
Let's see. When I talk, well, they're pretty much simple. Like one button, like the A key would be the simple attack. The S key would be the more complicated attack, and you combine them two to do more combos. You know, like AAS, ASS, ASSSS, whatever. And then you can,
That's cool.
yeah, you know what I said.
I was I was asking though about not as far as the complexity of what the game is, but like visually, like is it more simple shapes than the last MMO you played?
Oh, well, Lunia Online, this one's more of a cel-shaded graphics. And, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Awesome.
Sweet.
So, awesome. Sweet. Alright. So, you want to heads or tails, guys? News or game, anime or games first?
I think we should do games first.
Alright. Well, let's see. I will start off with a game that I cannot wait for, and it's going to be awesome when it comes out. GamePro.com reports StarCraft 2 to sell 4 million, says analysts, and may be pushed to 2010. Okay, we all know that StarCraft 2 beta is happening this summer, and that the fact that it was only the selected few that can play it, which I'm very jealous of. Damn StarCraft.
Wait. Say that again? I wasn't...
Basically, they sent out a beta key to anybody who
yeah,
wants to play, but there was only a selected few that actually got to play in the beta. So
Yeah.
yeah, so now there's analysts saying that this game will sell 4 million when it comes out, and they're saying it's gonna be pushed to 2010. And yeah, we haven't heard news of it yet, and this is a game that's been in the making for about 10 years. We're almost kind of reaching.
Screenshot looks nice.
Yeah, the screenshots looks good. The graphics look awesome. And redoing a StarCraft is pretty hard itself. It's just the amount of time they're taking to make this game is nearing the Duke Nukem Forever era. I mean, it took them. Well, Duke Nukem Forever never came out, but it's about.
There's like 10, 13 years in the process.
Yeah, we're 3 years away from this game coming out. Well, actually, no, take that back. 2 years. Wait, oh no,
Yeah,
yeah.
but why would you doubt Blizzard? I mean, sure, StarCraft Ghost was kind of canceled, but why would you not trust Blizzard?
Right, right. Yeah, I know. It's just Blizzard. They made the great games that everybody loves, and they can do no wrong. But um, didn't they say that in this spring that they were gonna come out with the first campaign of StarCraft? What was it called?
You
What
said
was
it's
the
like it was the not the Marines first.
Yeah, it was the Marines.
I heard rumors of a StarCraft MMO, but that was just, I'm not sure if I heard that correctly.
Nah, there is no StarCraft MMO. That was just a rumor that was put out there when they said that they were making another MMO, and people initially thought, oh, StarCraft World of StarCraft, which I was totally against when that rumor hit.
Same here.
Why would they call it World of StarCraft anyway? That just sounds really stupid.
Because, well, yeah, of the other MMO.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but that's kind of just like, that's just basically like rehashing the same name with just one different word.
I know, but it was just there for now. It's like if every other video game that's announced and just has a temporary title, like I think like even before Bioshock 2 was announced, it was just named Bioshock 2, and then like the second subtitle wasn't added on until later on.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah. There's people saying that the reason why they're taking this long is because one, they just need more time, and the fact that they said there's gonna be no LAN capability on this game, which means you have to play using the internet. Um, you know, it really kind of pissed some people off on that fact alone. So
Wait, on StarCraft 2 you're talking about, huh?
yeah, they axed the LAN support.
Well, you don't know about that yet until the final product comes out.
Right, but they announced this like a month ago, and people were outraged, and fanboys were like, "Why'd you take your LAN support? Now how can I do my LAN parties now?" Yeah. So, hey, to be honest, uh, StarCraft 2 needs to come out now. I mean, we've been waiting for this for 10 years in the making, and yeah, it's taken way too long. This is the game that needs to come out, and I will buy every campaign of it. I will, yeah, depending on how much it is. Yeah, so.
You'll buy it all, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a slave, basically.
Pretty much. Blizzard, yep, I'm your slave. Well, this next story I'll bring up, actually I found out, I think, yesterday. Amazon Germany posts PS3 Slim listening. Yet more evidence that Sony's planning to launch a redesigned PS3 soon. So what I was looking up on Amazon, I actually found out that there is a PS3 Slim listening, and it's becoming more and more evident that Sony's going to release a PS3 Slim version soon. I'm guessing around winter, Christmas time, because that's what the rumors are saying. And it's becoming apparent. I mean, those pictures we saw earlier, like a few months ago, where they were in a malfunctioning, kind of in a plant. I mean, I can't talk. You saw pictures. Basically, we saw pictures of the early version of it, and we even saw the box art of it. So there was speculation if it was or not, and then finally, when we heard that Sony was denying it, then it became more and more evident that yes, they are making a slim version, and they're preparing to unleash this thing near in the future, possibly winter. So at this point, they haven't officially confirmed that it is real or that it's gonna happen, but Sony, Sony needs to announce it soon because, like E3, all their games were leaked, and most of them at least, and everybody knew what was going to be at the press conference before they even came there.
So are there any other changes besides its slim?
Let's see. Let me read this. Other than the slim, it's gonna be a lot less, no USB and no FireWire kind of stuff that they had on the PS3. I think it's gonna be slimmer. I know that for sure.
Wait, did you say no USB?
I don't
mean,
like that part.
I mean, the extra stuff that they put on the PS3 originally, or it's not gonna be on this version.
Did you say there's gonna be no USB, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm just like saying that out of my ass, but.
Are you just assuming that? Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, what the hell are you talking about?
Right, I have it right here. I'm just like kind of blazing through it. But there isn't much confirmation as far as like what exactly is going to be on this machine. But we do know it's going to be a slimmer PS3.
God damn it.
Maybe, I'm going to guess it may have the same hard drive space as a PS3, or like maybe even
It
less.
should.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think this is going to be interesting. Let's see how long Sony denies this PS3 Slim. I mean, honestly, how long is it going to take for them to actually announce that it is going to come out? So, yeah. Anyways, oh, all right, we're done now. Okay, so
Good combo.
so this next story I bring up, last week was Comic-Con, and Comic-Con is pretty known for huge announcements that happen there, with comic books and anime
Just for
and
being
video games.
Comic-Con, you know.
Yes. So one of the biggest announcements that was made at Comic-Con, the fact that Halo is getting
They
their...
gave you an orgasm. I didn't say anything.
Depends on what, I wouldn't say it was the biggest announcement as far as, everything else there, but, as far as, Halo fans and anime fans go, I suppose it was.
Yes.
It's just Anthony's biggest announcement.
Yeah, there we go.
Maybe, but regardless, Halo is still a big name, and he is getting his own anime series. Not to the fact of 12 or 24 episodes long, but kind of like the same things Animatrix and Batman, as far as 5 different anime directors making their own short stories of the Halo universe. So he's getting his own anime series, and the guys who are working on it, I looked it up, and I was a bit surprised. We got one of them is the guy who did Ghost in the Shell is gonna do one of the stories for Halo.
Can you be specific on the companies instead of saying the guy that did?
Right. All right. Okay. I'll read them off.
You don't want to be that guy.
Okay. So the companies that are working on it is Production IG. That's the guys who did Ghost in the Shell and Jin Ra, the Wolf Brigade. The other ones that are working on it are Bones, and that's the company that made Fullmetal Alchemist, Soul Eater, which I'm watching. It's fucking awesome. And then what's it? Eureka 7 and like some other good ones. Let's see. The other one that's being made is let's see. Oh, right. One of them is being made by the company who just formed from Microsoft. Yeah, basically, but Microsoft and Bungie made a company to where it's just dedicated to Halo and its properties. So that's one of the companies that is working on a anime version of their own, which is just pretty much all CG, which looks pretty cool. It looks pretty awesome in the trailer. The other company that's working on it is Toei Entertainment, um, or Toei Productions. Basically, they Toei's more known for their video games, more for their anime, I think. At least what I know. But
I think they did. I think they helped out in Dragon Ball, or Dragon Ball Z. I don't remember.
hmm, yeah, I'm not quite sure either. Actually, hold on. Let me look it up. I'm on the computer. Okay, so it's called Toei Animation. Okay, but yeah, they're the guys who did. Let's see, they did Akira, which is pretty badass.
You never
Uh,
watched it, so.
I know. I'll get to it eventually. They did Sailor Moon. They did Galaxy Express 999. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they got some good animes under their belt, so they're working on one as well. I think there was. Let's see. I think two more. Hold on. All right, I got it. Okay. So, the rest of the companies are working on it. Casino Entertainment, Studio 4 Degrees. Um, yeah, that's the other two I forgot to say. But yeah, these guys are working on this Halo special 5 episode thing that they're doing, and I cannot wait for it. It's gonna be epic. The trailer is already out there. I suggest you guys go watch it, and yes, it's pretty awesome. So, May, what do you think, man? Do you think Halo's gonna be awesome? Anime version?
Well, from all these comments, I don't see any good comments.
Yeah, honestly, I have not. I have not. Nobody's really talking very much.
One of them here says, "That suck and always suck. They forgot to put the red ring in it. Ha 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 ha."
That's what they did there.
Right, but if you but just the trailer off alone, it looks good. It looks good, you know. And people are naysayers, and people
Well, that doesn't
like.
mean it is good. Just because it looks good doesn't mean it's automatically good.
But these are the guys who are working on these animes are well known, so I have faith that it will be good. That or it would just look
Whatever.
cool. I know, yeah. Okay. The next video game show I want to bring up is that Infamous game that just came out a few months ago on the PS3. They already have a movie in the making, or
Movie
like
deal.
yeah, movie deal.
I wouldn't
So
say a movie in the making already after 3 months of just being out. I would say 3 months. I think it's been a little more than that. No, wait. It came out in March, right?
it came out. Actually, you know what? It came out in May. It came out a month before prototype.
How does it already have a movie deal?
Most of
They
these
need to
games,
make one for a prototype.
yeah, that would be pretty cool. But most of these games that usually become real popular often get a movie pitch out there, and it takes about years for someone to actually pick it up.
Yeah, it took a while for Dead Space, and it took a while for well, yeah, it did kind of take a while for Resident Evil.
Right, right. And the only thing that's nudging this a bit more further along than those one is that Sony Pictures has picked it up because it's a great game, and also because it's on the PS3. So Sony is sponsoring it, and
Wait,
yeah.
they're sponsoring it, or they're like, you know, they're
Uh,
they're producing it, you know? The,
Well, it is rumored to have nettled in seven-figure deal in the process. Sony Pictures has picked up the pitch and is working out the details and securing the rights from sister company Sony Company Entertainment. It's a Sony product. Sony wants to make it into a movie because it's really popular and it was very successful. So they want to see this come out and make it and see what happens. And you know, it's gonna happen. I wouldn't say not now, but give it a few years to one get a director and a writer and get through the process to actually making the movie.
I want to see the game come out in PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what everybody wants. But no, it's only PS3 only. So,
Yep. Anthony, they said that about Halo and it came out on the PC.
well, true. But then that was Microsoft, and Microsoft owns, um, you know, the PC space there, and they can port any game they want from Xbox to PC to have that connectivity, anyways. But
True.
yeah. So on top of this, the other games have been announced for a movie. Here is a list of, because it's on the same page on Game Informer as this announcement. The titles include Bioshock, Uncharted, Prince of Persia, Tekken, King of Fighters, Clock Tower, Army of Two, Dead Space, Castlevania, Devil May Cry, Gears of War, God of War, Shadow of the Colossus, and much, much more.
Including
So,
The Sims.
yeah.
The only movies I'm really looking forward to is Dead Space and what was it? About it, but you know.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
Bioshock, just depending on how good that is. I mean,
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see, but, video game movies don't do the best in the, nor in the past, nor in the present. I mean, there are a few rare occasions, so we're still hoping out that there will at least
but
be
what were
one.
the rare occasions?
It differs from person to person. Some people say like the first
Oh.
Resident. People say the first Resident Evil movie, the live action one, was pretty good or good, but not great.
It was decent, but it wasn't that great. I only watch them now just because it's story-wise it sucks terribly, but I mean like it's just a script. It's really bad most of the time, and it's just mostly filled with action, like half the movie. So
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. But my opinion, I know it's not the best movie in the world. And I still love it though. Is the original Mortal Kombat. It came out in the 90s.
Wow.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I was like,
I,
only, yeah, I know you did. That was a bad movie though.
I know. But it was awesome.
And the second one was even worse.
Yeah, the second one was pretty bad. I saw that. I was like, yeah, that was kind of a went from bad to worst. And,
Worse.
More, yeah, it was pretty bad. But I still have love for the first movie because it was pretty awesome. Seeing Johnny Cage just like hit Goro right in the nuts, and he'd be like, "Ah, my hand," and shakes it off. Oh man, that was awesome.
That was hilarious. Ah.
Yeah, I'm a little kid inside, or whatever. Anyways,
Hey, I got a this just in news right now.
no, oh crap! This is breaking news. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yell out of it.
Okay, great.
All right, you all know Left 4 Dead 2's coming out.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. The topic is called Left 4 Dead 2 Racism Claims Utter Insanity.
Are you serious?
Yes, there's a area in the game where you're basically in New Orleans. And since zombies are basically people, or, were people, right?
Yeah.
Well, someone from a writer from the Houston Chronicle posted a blog talking about racism in video games, saying that
Hold
the
on.
new
Let
Left
me
4
guess.
Dead.
Did he mention Resident Evil 5?
Let's.
Just like,
No, he didn't.
oh, I'm surprised. Usually whenever somebody mentions racism in games, they automatically assume Resident Evil 5 is that.
Well, no, he didn't do this. He just did Left 4 Dead 2. So he talked about Left 4 Dead 2's New Orleans setting, and he just said it was insensitively racist, end quote. And then he said that since you're shooting a zombie, you're practically shooting a black guy.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And then he said, okay, it says, Willie Jefferson takes issue with a game that depicts survivors of the zombie apocalypse shooting down hordes of zombies, quote, with several of them who appear to be African Americans. So basically, yeah.
Well, here's the thing, though, man. Like, this guy from Houston Chronicle, he's using he's using Left 4 Dead 2 as a example of why there's racism in games, which it really isn't as much nowadays. And my standards from zombies, because zombies are dead, and majority of them, their skin color is often not the color of what their skin used to be like. There's a mistake in that, since they're black, it automatically make them like African Americans, which is not the case, because
Anthony, I think you're kind of digging yourself into a hole here. Honestly, when there's zombies, I played Left 4 Dead enough to notice everything in that game. And
yeah, I think we all played it.
Yeah. The thing is, with Resident Evil 5, everybody was claiming, that game is racist because you're in Africa, you're shooting black guys, and they're zombies. And honestly, if you played the game, first off, they're not zombies, they're infected. Second, the entire plot takes place in Africa because it was basically like a huge test to run on this T-virus or something. I think it was a T-virus. Pretty sure it was. To see how it would work, in a mass area. And, that kind of explained it. And, honestly, it just... So what? I mean, you're just shooting another person. Honestly, would you be offended if there were, like, black Nazi zombies that were robots on your screen and you're shooting them? I don't know. Yeah.
This guy's only real backup reason was because it's only in New Orleans, but the counter offense to that was because so what? People love New Orleans.
Right. But the thing I'm guessing where he's getting at is because not only is it New Orleans, but he's seeing it to where, automatically, says, you're in New Orleans, you're killing black people, they're zombies, yada yada. So, like Christopher said, like, it sounds insensitive to say who cares, but this thing has happened before with Resident Evil 5 to where people felt like there was racism in this game. Like every other video game controversy, all this will do is make Left 4 Dead 2 get more publicity for the game, and also it will just increase sales regardless.
I don't think the whole thing with Resident Evil 5 increased sales, but
it got a ton of publicity.
Nah, not really.
It was just kind of neutral kind of thing.
True, I guess. I don't know. We'll see how this turns out, but Uh, yeah, let's see how this turns out.
see how this turns out.
And of course, Valve and Game Informer didn't mean no harm. So, not to say that.
Yeah, yeah. Valve is,
Honestly, this Eastern Chronicle guy sounds like a douchebag anyway.
Of course he does.
He hates our games. Yeah. So, thanks Nate for that breaking story. That was pretty awesome.
I guess.
So, alright, so I'll bring up the first anime news, that, I picked up. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of Vocaloid, right?
Yeah. Yeah, somebody over here is kind of obsessed with it.
Hey. Which one are you talking about?
Oh, I don't know. Huh. Honestly,
Yeah,
come on, man.
but, hey, it's pretty awesome. But, on the side note, picking this article up from, AnimeNewsNetwork.com. The official website, Japan's Anamito Summer Live 2009 Bridge Concerts has announced on Friday that Hatsume Miku, a virtual singer whose voice is created by a software engine, will perform on stage on August 22nd. So there's a concert going on where Miku is going to sing on concert with the actor Gact, which is, I'm pretty sure, pretty popular in Japan. I think this is going to happen out of two things. One, they're going to have a Miku cosplayer, and she's going to dance and lip sync to the vocals, or there's going to be Miku on screen singing and dancing with the people on the stage floor, but she'll be on screen most of the time.
Oh, damn it.
So, yeah, and this has been going on since 2005 as far as the concert. So it's just the first time they have Miku actually perform. So, would you go, Nate? Would you go and see Miku perform if you had the chance?
Is it free?
It's a concert, so
No.
Probably not.
I mean, personally, I wouldn't. I'd be curious, but I wouldn't. I'll just wait until the video clips.
Yeah, I'd probably wait until it comes on YouTube.
Same here. So, yeah. So it's gonna be rather interesting. I want to see how it looks. So, yeah. And then all the Vocaloid fan girls and fanboys are like, "Yay! I want to go. I wish I can go."
Cool story, bro.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. The next thing I picked up, thanks to AnimeNewsNetwork.com again. There's a new anime. Well, there's the manga of it is going to become an anime. It's called Dead Man Wonderland Manga Gets Anime. My bad. It's just called Dead Man Wonderland. My
What?
bad.
Okay, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
why did you put dead anime in
Yeah. It's actually, I read this a bit and it sounds pretty cool. The emphasis of it. What Dead Man Wonderland is about is story is set after the destruction of most of Tokyo by an earthquake, and centers on Ganta Igarashi, a middle school student, framed for the murder of his classmates. Igarashi is sentenced to Dead Man Wonderland, a bizarre privatization prison that is one past incarceration, yeah.
In
And one
you
part
cannot
public,
talk today, dude.
I know. And one part public spectacle for tourists. So this is like
And
This
in
is
one
like-
part, what? I didn't
Uh,
hear that. Wait,
public spectacle for tourists.
for tourists or for
Yeah,
terrorists?
tourists.
Did you
Like
say
people.
tourists? Okay, I thought you. Okay, I thought you said terrorists.
So, that sounds cool. It almost sounds like, uh, man, I want to say I've seen it or heard some kind of similar to this where people were slaves and they were used as a spectacle and people can watch. I can't remember, but it sounds. I like the idea and I like the story of it, of what they put out there. So it is. Let me see. The manga was. Let's see. Tokyo Pop is the manga that they picked this up on. But as far as transmitting to anime, um, Bandai Entertainment's picking it up. Um, and also the guys who did Eureka 7. So it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm actually can't wait for this. It's supposed to be launching in February of 2010. So.
That's a while, so.
Yeah, I mean in U.S., but in Japan's probably like later on this year. So, yeah, Dead Man Wonderland. Sounds pretty cool. Looks pretty awesome, and yeah, can't wait for that to come out. All right. The kind of couple other stories I picked up. They're kind of combined together. Just movie announcements that I found out. There's a movie trilogy that they're gonna work on the new anime that just recently came out called Canon, Canaan. So, um, it looks pretty cool. It's just a wallpaper of it.
By Tyler Moon, of course it's good.
Yeah, definitely. And then like the other movies that was announced was One Piece is getting another film that they're working on called One Piece Queen's Blade. So the trailer is already out there already for YouTube for One Piece. And then there's the Fate Stay Night film teaser that they have on their website, which they announced recently. So those three movies kind of announced in the last week or two, and these are pretty big names, especially Fate Stay Night.
You got something messed up a bit on the One Piece one. It actually said One Piece and Queen's Blade both have promos. They're talking about the anime Queen's Blade.
Oh, oops. My bad.
Yeah,
Right.
you don't know what Queen's Blade is?
Right.
Yeah.
I remember. I think I know what Queen's Blade is. That's the anime where there's a lot of violence, a lot of blood, and
A lot of something else.
yeah, a lot of fan service. So, it is the perfect anime, I guess.
Yeah, okay, nah, go on.
So, yeah. Okay, here's the name of the film. Okay, my bad, people. One Piece, the name of the film is called Desert Princess and the Pirates Adventure in Alabasta. So, and then Queen's Blade, let's see. It's just for their volume. Zero DVD. Okay, so it's not a film. It's just a announcement of their DVD that they're releasing the whole first season. So, okay, that's cool. And yeah. So we'll awesome. I don't personally watch these two, but I've been thinking about picking up Queen's Blade. So I might jump over it when I'm done with Soul Eater. Yeah, I know. It's all for the fan service. Okay, so the next bit of news stories that was brought to me by Nathan is Thanks to myanimelist.net, they broke out a story that Higurashi is getting their own DS game, um, which there isn't much information about, but it's saying that it looks like it's going to be kind of like the visual novel of what the PC version was, which makes a lot of sense for the DS since they did a game like that a while back called Shadow Dust. Yeah. So, the game's called Higurashi no Naku Koro ni Kizuna. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's gonna be coming out on June 26th of this year. So in Japan. So either you can import it when it comes out there, or go to your next anime convention and you can get it there. Either way, it should be cool, and it probably would be awesome to have.
It will have, for the Higurashi fans, it'll have the Onikakushi, Watanagashi, Tarikoroshi arcs, which is basically the first three chapters of the first season.
Oh, really?
Yeah, practically.
Oh, huh. But what if like the people who already saw the anime know what's like, or know what's gonna happen? I mean, isn't it kind of lazy on their part?
I'm not really sure. I think it's actually excluding the first chapter, it'll be the three chapters after that, because the first chapter was just the eye-catchy chapter. But if they already knew about it, since the game itself is somewhat like a visual novel, you can change how everything goes with like a simple, it's like an RPG, you can choose which choice of which. So something might happen differently on the mystery.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes things better. But also, there's a limited edition version of this game, and it will come with a lot of stuff, from what I see here. A special edition comes with a box to store all 4 games, much like the collector's box. Also, it comes with the Sonozaki Family Collector's Can, which contains the Unhappy Tramp card. Until forever, it's important. The let's see, the Watagashi cleaner.
Wait. Should Nate just pronounce it?
Watanagashi.
Right. It's from what it says right here. Let's absorb the bad stuff with cotton.
What?
I'm not kidding.
Yeah. Okay. If for the people who don't know what Higurashi, the anime is about, that term Watanagashi, it relates to cotton.
Yeah. So the other thing it has here is Curry Eraser. Does Chia Sensei consent to, which I have no clue what that means.
Wait, what was it again?
The Curry Eraser one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Chi Sensei.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, she has a thing for curry.
Oh right. Haha, I forgot. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. They have a mini calendar. Summer is when Higurashi cry, so they might have some fan service in that, which I hope they do. The cute accessory case. Put your DS in here, and it says actually, and I'm gonna let you say it because yeah.
Oh. Oh my God. Okay, now I see where you're going. All right, it's the key accessory case. Put your DS in here. Mochi kairi. There's a mochi kairi. Okay. Alright. You want me to do the next one?
Sure, you take the floor.
Alright. Next one is the substitution memo book.
And
I
I
wonder
guess
what
I
on earth.
I guess it is.
Substitution memo book. I wonder who on earth's book this is. The kanji either says substitution, sacrificial, or scapegoat. Scapegoat. All three work pretty well due to describe Keiichi's memo from Onikakashi.
I think it's one of the books that what's her name had. Takano, there we go. Yeah, it's one of I'm guessing it's one of Takano's books that she wrote up.
It can be any of those people, I think. Either that or, it could be one of those writing books that
True.
they were doing while they were, investigating.
Okay. And then the next one is warning sticker. If you don't listen to our warning, you'll suffer a cruel repentance. They show a yellow sticker like a straight crossing sign showing Rena chasing Keiichi with a cleaver, donating frequent Rena appearance warning.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, I do want. And if you pre-order the game, you get a syringe-shaped pen.
Oh, well, I want that one, that's for sure.
That's a lot of good stuff for limited edition. Yeah, so cool, awesome. This other news story we picked up. Shigana no Shana is getting another OVA. It's called a guidebook of Shigana no Shana 2 was announced to be released on October 19th. An extra short anime, Shigana no Shana 10 Revenge, will be bundled with the book along with the trailer of Shana S OVA series. So, they are gearing up for season 3, but they're having an OVA and an OVA series come out, which is pretty awesome. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it's in Blu-ray. All right.
Actually, I'm not sure if it's a third season or a OVA series. MyAnimeList.net changed Shakugan no Shana 3rd to Shakugan no Shana S, and it just converted it to an OVA series.
Oh, okay. Did they finish? Wait, in season 2, was it like? Did they hint at a third season, or is it more of they ended it? It's totally ended now.
Oh, wait. Never mind. Forget what I said.
Okay, so there is a season 3. All right. Just curious.
Oh, yeah, I just saw it.
Oh, okay. Alright then, so yeah, another OVA and OVA series, which should be cool, and yeah, you fans out there will watch it and you will love it. Alright, now I bring up the last story in anime news. Not much of a story, more of a situation. As you guys might have heard, I have been watching the new Haruhi season, and how I'm complaining and bitching about the new season and how it's like repeating over and over again with this endless 8 arc, and I'm like going insane with it. Well, I did some researching, and like me, other people are pretty pissed about what is transpired onto this season. And in fact, actually, the guy who directed the first season, he was at Otakon. I want to say Otakon. Is that how you pronounce it? The one that our friend went to in Baltimore. Nate.
Huh?
Is it called Otakon?
Otakon.
Okay, yeah.
Or I think that's what it's called.
Right. The big one in Baltimore, and the former director was there at the Haruhi panel, and he answered some questions, and the important quotes that came out of that panel
I knew from a year ago when I was with Kyoto Animation, this idea was already floating around. I was against I was against it. I thought 2 episodes was the limit. I feel responsible for this. I'll say it. I'm prepared to, as a representative of the SOS Dam Production Committee, I want to apologize here. This was inexcusable. And then later on, it went on to say that the company Kyoani says that he has no part of this company, and uh, his words do not represent our company. So basically, they're saying they're he's saying he's the former guy saying he's sorry, but he can say whatever he wants. But the company itself is like they haven't announced an apology, or they are going to do the full 8 episodes of this endless arc. And then to briefly just tell you guys, because some of you may not know what's going on in Endless Arc, is basically since
Yeah, I
episode,
don't know what the hell that is.
basically in episode 2 of the new Haruhi season, it's been basically the same episodes for the past 7 episodes since episode 2. And what happened is that apparently in this episode, well, spoilers, but I think at this point everybody knows what's going on.
I
How
don't, but whatever.
Haruhi has everybody doing the last 2 weeks of summer, all the things she wanted and all the things that what a usual typical high school girl would do in the summer. And they haven't done any of that until the last 2 weeks. And so they cram all this stuff in, like doing fireworks, have a insect Easter hunt kind of thing, going to like a festival or kind of like a fair almost, going shopping and doing all these sorts of things. Go to the pool. Anyways, they've been doing this, and then like towards the end of the or like middle of the episode, they realized that they've been repeating the same thing over and over again about 15,000 times, and they haven't noticed it until Mikuru finally realizes it and tells Itsuki about it, and then they called Kion and they talked about it. The only one who knows really is Yuki, and she's been the one watching.
Let me ask. So everyone knows, not just Kion?
Yeah, and everybody knows except for Kion, which is the guy who just is going with the flow, and then yeah. But yeah, and the one who's been seeing this over and over again is Yuki, and her role in this whole thing, she says, is to observe. And I don't know how long you can stand watching the same things over and over again 15,000 times when you can change it, I mean, yeah, Yuki, damn you. And it goes in to say, like, they gotta figure out how they're gonna solve this problem, and they don't know why Haruhi is doing this. They know there's something else that she wants to do, but she doesn't say it. And well, yeah, it's been going this, and then every time she leaves from the restaurant from everybody else, it just goes back to a repeating of the last 2 weeks that just happened, and the memories, everybody's memories are erased and relearned again, except for Yuki's. Yuki's is the only one that knows what's going on, and she doesn't say anything. She just observes, and yeah. So that's basically what the episode is, and this last 7 episodes have been the same thing.
Hold on. That was a really bad synopsis. But go on anyway, whatever.
If you want, you can just watch one episode of that whole arc, like on YouTube, or like on whatever website you find it on, and it's pretty much that's the episode it's been for the past couple episodes. The only thing that's different in each episode is that there's different outfits, different scenes, a few of them, but essentially the same thing. That's about it.
Do they,
So
do they say anything different?
no, they don't. It's basically the same dialogue over and over again. So, for people who've been waiting for the series for a long time, people are pretty pissed right now. I mean, there was even the report of a crazed fan getting his figurines, destroying them, and like burning his endless piles of Haruhi artwork that he had saved up. So, and it's frustrating for fans too, the fact that, we've been waiting for so long for new stuff, and yet we're getting this bullshit out of them. Even, they don't say, I mean, there was an interview that the people working on it, they don't, well, take that back, actually they do. They're feeling what the fans are feeling, that it's becoming boring, and they're getting a little angry as far as why this direction was took. I mean, the only reason I can think of why this direction was took is to make us feel what Yuki is feeling for these past 15,000 times by having us watch the same episode 8 times, or well, it's going to be about 8 times. So, yeah, people are in a bit of rage, and like they yeah, no, at this point, fans of the series may have already dropped, or there's a huge backlash against the company already as it is.
Oh,
So
they call the ambulance. Shut up. God.
I'm just
Like,
saying.
honestly,
I'm just saying.
I know, but
It's
I'm
like-
just saying, dude. Did somebody call the ambulance? Come on, man.
But it's not only me and countless other fans that are like, I like this. I'm serious. Like there's tons of people who are just like in anger as far as what has happened. And even the former director said, like, if it was up to him, it'd just be 2 episodes. It wouldn't be this 8-episode long ass thing that they're doing. So, yeah, what do you think, Nate? What do you think of what they take in this direction to?
The guy who wanted to have two episodes only, maybe. Well, I think I wouldn't. Well, for one, maybe I wouldn't go to that far to destroy my figurine because I paid money for that. But yeah, I'd probably be a little bit frustrated, but on the other hand, I kind of probably have a bit more patience than the other people, and I probably still would have watched it anyway.
Right.
But yeah, I'd still be pretty. I'd still probably be a bit annoyed. But then again, it's only an anime. It's not like
Sure.
the end
Yeah,
of the world.
honestly.
Yeah, but some people take that like to the core and like make it their lives. Look at Star Trek.
Oh, like
Look at
that
Star
person.
Yeah, but some people think Haruhi is an actual god to them. Yeah, you should see some of their rooms.
Yeah, really. Well, that does it for anime and video game news. And I'm sure some of you who are listening to us, want to know when the next anime cons are. As updated on our website, missionstartpodcast.weebly.com, the next round of anime cons that are coming up are the following. Fundemonium.
Kinda funny.
I'm developing my own identity throughout the podcast. So, alright, the first anime con that's coming up is called Demonium. August 7th to the 9th. It is in the Napa Civic Center. That's NAMPA. Not Napa, as Napa Valley. Yeah.
Wait, where is this convention at?
It's at Nampa, Idaho, and you can find out on their website more information on fandenomian.org. I'm not going to put the W's because that's a given. Alright, next.
Hey, did you say Vandemonium?
Yeah, Fandenomian. Fandenomian. U.M.
Isn't it
Oh, you don't have to spell it.
Whatever.
Don't get it.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you could see all these links on our website, so it's not like yeah. All right, the next one is Sogen Sogen. It's on August 7th to the 9th also. It's in the uh, so, so, I can't say this right. um, it's in
Do you want
the.
Nate to say it?
It's not the fact that it's not Japanese. No, it's hard. I don't know how to say
it's
it.
not, but you can't. I know it's not, but you can't talk today, honestly.
All right, fine. I'll let him do it.
What?
Read them off, Nate. Read off the anime cons that I listed there.
Alright, where did you end off with?
Sogen Con.
Okay, Sogen Con. It's on August 7th and ends on the 9th. It's at Sioux Falls at Sheraton and Convention Center, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. You can check out more at shogencon.org. Next is Gen GenCon Indy. It starts on August 13th and ends at the 16th. It's at the Indianapolis Convention Center, Indianapolis, Indiana, whatever. If you want more information, you can go to gencon.com/2008/indy/default.aspx.
Yeah, that part was
There's
pretty
also
funny.
a link on the site.
Yeah.
More?
Yes, read the rest, because then they can follow this
Alright.
to the website.
Follow this. Okie dokie. All right. Next one is San Japan. It starts on August 14th and ends at the 16th. It'll be at the San Antonio Municipal Auditorium in San Antonio, Texas. For more info, you can go to sanjapan.org. It's San Japan with the hyphen in between. Next convention is Anime Iowa, which starts on August 14th and ends at the 16th. It'll be at Coralville Marriott Hotel and Conference Center. It's in Coralville, Iowa. For more info, you want to go to animeiowa.com. And the last one is Anime Festival of Orlando, and it starts at August 15th and ends at the 17th. It'll be at the Wyndham, I think that's like that. I think that's how you say it. Wyndham Orlando Resort on International Drive. It's at Orlando, Florida, and if you want info, you want to go to animefestivalorlando.com. That's with no spaces, just one whole big word. Okay.
That's right, one big whole word.
Yeah.
Should I tell another anime con story, or should I wait till next week for that?
Maybe Chris should tell him his game of the week.
We already did.
Yeah, I kind of did.
I don't know.
Kinda did.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Yeah, we're both agreeing on this game of the week will be Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which will be up by next week. I just forgot to put it in this week, so. But yeah, you know what? I'll wait till next week for our next podcast, and I'll just talk about my next anime con story, because of all the anime cons I've been to, there's always been a good story that comes out of them. I will say though, I will say advice for people who are going for the first time. I would suggest you guys don't. Well, if you guys want to go at the anime convention at night, just be aware. As they say, the freaks come out at night.
Yeah, but it depends on which convention, because some aren't open 24/7,
I know.
Oh,
I know.
yeah, and if you plan to go at night and plan to stay overnight, you make sure you get sleep, because you really don't know what you're dealing with in the morning.
Right, and also.
Yeah, I kind of did, though. I mean.
Also, don't go to a con when you're sick, unless you know you'll get better.
Yeah, this asshole over here got us all sick except for one person.
Yeah, really. I had to take care of Anthony. God dang.
I infected everybody in my room. It was awesome. If I was,
I
I was
wasn't.
Awesome. What are you talking about?
hey, if I was,
Yeah, it was awesome, my ass.
if I wasn't infected in Left 4 Dead, I would have scored points like already. I would have like won the game.
Uh,
Anyways, all right, you guys. For me, Nate and Chris, this is Anthony Bionis signing off on mission start. And with that, and with that, we will see you
Is
all.
Nate gonna be here next week?
Oh right, forgot to ask. Are you gonna be here next week?
if I'm alive, I don't know. What's your guys' plan?
We'll talk about it later on, but yeah. All right. So yeah, we might eventually have you as a normal podcaster at this point. All right. Well, signing off, you guys. See you all next week.